I was listening to Ram Dass a couple days ago, I believe now, and he said something that was a very good reminder to myself. And he had said that only a free person can free another person. And to me, that reminds me of the Jim Rohn quote where he says, "I'm going to take care of me for you, and I want you to take care of you for me." I find myself a lot of times getting caught up, right, and trying to give myself to others and be there to help take care of people, especially the people I care about and love. The the thing that I would neglect is actually myself. Tight turn. And again, it's noble intentions for sure. But you can't realistically expect to be able to give your all to somebody if you're not 100% yourself. And I've found that to be the case. He also mentioned, Ram Dass, that a lot of times when people come across some new information, knowledge, experience that brings benefit and uplifts their lives, the first thing they want to do is, go and share that with somebody and try to give to others whatever that knowledge, that experience gave to them. And I've definitely been a victim of that. Learn something new, experience something delightful, and I want to share it. I don't think there's necessarily any wrong with that. But what I've come to realize and understand is, when I come across something that, some new profound knowledge, idea, thought, whatever it may be, I also have my specific set of circumstances and experiences that allow that thing to resonate and really hit hard for me. That may not be the case for everybody. And even as I share what I just shared, it may not hit the same for certain people. What has actually helped me the most is take that energy and continue to put it into myself and to deepen my knowledge, my depth, my consciousness, I guess you could say. And as a result, you, in a way, for lack of a better word, it's like you have more gravity now, right? Like you bring things and people to you. I remember, I would come across something, and there'd be times where I share it with people, and it's like you immediately, or at least for me, I would almost immediately get some type of pushback depending on the person and where they're at. And for a long time, that used to frustrate me, because it's like, man, I want to share this with you. I want to give this experience to you that I feel like would help you, but you're fighting it. And again, me not being super emotionally intelligent, I would take almost offense to that. And now it's like the exact opposite of what I was trying to accomplish has happened, right? I was trying to give this person a good experience, share what I've shared with them to hopefully better their life. And instead, I have shared this information or knowledge or experience with them, but it's almost done the opposite. It's left a bitter taste in their mouth. And I remember there was one time where, again, it went into a conversation and an encounter with somebody, very well intentioned, and I wanted to share something that has helped me in my life and I felt like would be the same benefit to this person. But it turned into, honestly, such a heated argument that it defeated the purpose. And really from that moment on is when I had decided to no longer try and push, just push so much with people. And when I'm trying to share something, and if they may not get it or it doesn't click the same way with them, I no longer push. And in all honesty, I no longer share too much. If people ask and I see they're open and receptive to a conversation, of course, that's like my favorite thing to do. But I no longer, it's no longer coming from a place of trying to like prove somebody wrong or let them know like, hey, what you may think or how you may see the world may not be the most accurate. As a result of doing so and trying to just, keep working on myself, keep trying to get myself to 100%, it's like naturally the people who are ready to hear and who want to have a conversation or to learn, they just naturally appear and show up. I think that's the thing with a lot of what I'm doing in life right now. How much of it is so like faith-based. Going into something, for instance, touching on what I had said, I thought that me no longer sharing and trying to, keeping my thoughts more to myself, I thought I really was never going to speak to people the same way again. But it's actually been the opposite. And like with many things that I'm doing in my life right now, in the beginning it seems so counterintuitive, but with the consistent repeated actions, I end up getting the result I was looking for from the beginning. Now I have such deep conversations with so many people, and 95% of the time, for sure at least 80, I'm no longer the one initiating it. Now, of course, I'm doing this and sharing this and putting this out into the world. But at the end of the day, this is not necessarily to try and convince somebody to think differently or try to disprove somebody's mental model for the world. In all honesty, I'm just looking to share what has been working for me and what's working for me at this point in time. Tomorrow I could realize I'm doing something completely wrong and change it up. Or I may continue like this for the next 10 years, maybe till the end of my life. I don't know. But bringing it all back, I think is important to take care of yourself and make sure you are at 100%. And yes, you may improve your life and do good things. I am guilty of it, and I see other people as well. When somebody feels like they're right, they want to almost prove that they are right to other people. And it almost never comes from a place of love. And for me, when I feel it, when I go out and try to say, hey, you're wrong with this or da-da-da, I may think, I'm trying to do a good service to this person, but it never turns out that way. So I think what's best and what has worked the most for me is making sure I'm at 100%, trying to get as close to that as possible. And it's almost like you become the spotlight, right? You're the lighthouse now, while people are, sailing in the ocean. And you just focus on making your light brighter and brighter and brighter. And of course, people can choose to whether they want to go to you, pursue you, or not. But at the end of the day, the people that do come to you, they want to learn, they want to have this open discussion, they are coming with a certain level of humility. I think it's such a beautiful thing. And for anybody, myself included, it's not wrong to want to help people. It's not wrong to want to do good things for people, help them out of their situation. But at the end of the day, you cannot be the one to go in, try to grab them by the hand. You can't be the one to try and force something. The best thing you can do, especially with people that you love, excuse me, in all honesty, is just let it go, let them be, wish the best for them, and just lead the way. Be that spotlight for them, be that lighthouse for them. So that way, when they are ready to look, when they are open to it, they come to you.